Welcome back to BSB, where I tell Bible stories and do beauty, aka my makeup. Today, we're going to be talking about Joseph's rise to power. And we're going to be in Genesis 39 through 41:57. Okay, so while he was a slave to his master went away for like a little trip, and the master's wife was trying to get with Joseph. She kept saying, come on over here. And he was like, no, leave me alone, no. And so it led to him running away. And the wife because Joseph left his cloak there. So she took his cloak and brought it to her husband. And he was like, he was trying to get with me and he left his cloak here. And the master believed him. The master believed her. And so he arrested Joseph. And so he ended up in jail. Even through that, the Lord was still with him, and he showed kindness to him through one of the wardens. And miraculously, he ended up being an assistant to one of the wardens. A couple days passed by, and a cupbearer and a baker get thrown into jail. And one night, they both have a very interesting dream, but no one was there to interpret it until Joseph came along. And they told him that no one was there to interpret it, so he interpreted it. So first was the cupbearer, and he told Joseph that he had a dream of a vine that had 3 branches of grapes that bloomed from it. And he squeezed the grapes into Pharaoh's cup and gave it to him. And Joseph prayed, and he told him that in 3 days he would get his job back of being a cupbearer. And when the baker heard this, he was like, oh, so mine must be good. And so he told Joseph about his dream. And he said he dreamed of 3 baskets of bread on top of his head, and birds were eating from it. And so Joseph prayed on it, and he said, in 3 days, you will be executed, and birds will eat from your body. So not so good news for him. And so Joseph told the cupbearer, when you get out of here in the next 3 days, because the baker ain't, to remember me and try and get me out of here, because I was falsely accused, and I don't need to be here. So 3 days pass, and the cupbearer gets his job back, and the baker dies. And no one comes to get him. So 2 years pass, and one night Pharaoh has 2 dreams that mean the same thing. In his first dream, there were 7 big, plumpy cows coming from the Nile. And then there were 7 scrawny, skinny cows coming out of the Nile. And the skinny cows ate the fat cows, but you could never tell because they still ended up so skinny. In his second dream, Pharaoh saw 7 heads of healthy grain stalk sprouting, and then he saw 7 thin heads of grain stalk growing, and the thin ones completely torched and ate the healthy grain stalk, and he woke up again. And he called like all his officials and magicians and this, that, and everybody and their mama to see who could interpret these dreams and what they meant. And then it clicked in the cupbearer's head. He was like, hold on, I know a guy. This Hebrew slave. He interpreted my dream, so he could definitely interpret yours. So Joseph cleaned himself up and went to Pharaoh. And Joseph was like, I can't interpret your dreams, but God can. So Pharaoh told him both the dreams that he had, and Joseph was like, those are the same. He prayed, and then he told him, for 7 years you will have plenty of cattle and stuff, plenty of abundance. And then for it would be 7 years of famine, where everything is pretty scarce and not too much of. So he said, hold on to some of the grain you have, hold on to some of them all your food, so that when the 7 years of famine comes, y'all will live and not perish. And Joseph was like, dang, okay. So Pharaoh said, I will put you in charge of my whole palace, and all the people will submit to you. No one is greater than you, but me. And so He gave him a ring, he gave him a robe, he was looking nice, clean, gave him a wife, on all this. And he was given the name Zaphnath-Paneah. And when the 7 years of abundance came, they saved their grain and stuff. And then when the 7 years of famine came, they were able to provide for themselves and other people. Alright, that was it for this episode of BHB. I hope to see you on the next episode. Bye!